Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday, currently 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're starting late, but we're not gonna stop until we make at least $200. I don't know how long that's gonna take me, if it's even possible in my area anymore. I don't know, but that's the plan. Okay, I wanted to dash early on, but I really couldn't. I went with a friend to pick up his racing packet, his racing bib in DC. He's doing the Marine Corps Marathon tomorrow. And they opened at 10. We got there exactly at 10, and the line was so long, it was insane. It took us like 40 minutes to wait in line for him just to be in there for like 2 seconds, literally. And when we left, the line was maybe 2 or 3 times as long, which is insane. And then getting out of DC sucked, and we grabbed lunch. Then I went home for a little bit. And here we are. We came out here for the Macy's drop, and luckily for us, we did get one, but we're gonna tweak it. What we're gonna do is basically change the order. So we're gonna go backwards. Where they want me to end is where I'm gonna start, because I don't want to end in Bethesda, Maryland. I'd rather end in Falls Church, which is like 20 minutes from Tyson's. So we're heading towards Bethesda right now. I think this one was paying $48, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I got one before this one. I was paying like $38 for 38 miles. So I was like, nah. And on top of that, when I get to Macy's, the line's a little extra long, right? And they're typically, when the line gets that long, they'll ask, are you guys doing online orders or DoorDash orders? I'm like, hey, I'm doing a DoorDash order. And then she tells me, I'd rather deal with you because DoorDash is a lot more understanding than normal customers. And what's happening is their system is down. Like their computer system is completely down. So they can't find the orders or whatever. So people are being assholes, which, you know, I guess is what happens. But anyways, so she's like, hey, can you read me the confirmation number? And I was like, I only have an order number. And she's like, oh. So in the end, they called the other guy, Johnny from Macy's, the one who signed for the package last time. And I think he's just more, you know, he's more knowledgeable in that stuff. So he basically said, hey, let's just try by name. Now the only problem with that is that they don't give us the full last names. Only the first 3 letters, but I guess that was just enough to find them. So it took, actually, you know what? I think it might have been faster because it's right next to where they have to go get the packages from. So I think it was faster, to be honest. And yeah, that was that. So now we're on the road. The first one is 18 minutes away in Bethesda. Then I think we gotta go down to Arlington for 1 or 2, and then we're gonna end in Falls Church for the last one. I'm not sure how long this is gonna take us. I want to say we should be done hopefully by 4:45, maybe 5. Which is not bad. Not a bad way to start the shift. But again, the plan is to keep dashing until we can at least make $200. Let's go. Guys, we got the 2 orders dropped off over in Maryland. They were actually super close to each other. We're doing really good with the time. It's only 3:40. I thought it would take us longer, to be honest. And now we're heading towards Arlington, which is our 3rd drop off. We're actually gonna go into DC for like a hot second. It's a lot faster to go into DC and then go to Arlington than it is to go the longer way, of course. But yeah, I'm glad that I tweaked the order because traffic here wasn't that bad, but I know that it would be awful if I was in it right now at almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's not that far, but look, 9 miles is 25 minutes because of traffic. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Well, not really, but you know what I mean. 9 miles, if I was, let's say, in Reston, would take me like, I don't know, 12 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe, something like that. But here, with the traffic, you know, 25. We'll see you guys back in Virginia. Let's ride. get the order dropped off in Arlington. We did have a small issue. Well, I wouldn't consider it an issue. The customer thought it was an issue. So I get there. Concierge tells me, hey, all the packages have to go to the package room. It's in G1. You mind dropping it off? No problem. I drop it off. I take a picture. I'm going about my day. I get a phone call from the customer. Why did you leave it in the package room? You're supposed to bring it to my door. And I was like, well, sir, the concierge said there is no access to the, to the building, just to the package room. So that's what I did. Your package is where it should be with all the other packages in the package room. And I guess he didn't like the fact that he had to go to the package room like everybody else. I don't know what's up with that. You know what I mean? I could understand if like everyone's packages were by their doors and he had to go pick it up from the package room, but everybody's packages are in this package room, which I thought was kind of interesting. I don't know if I like that. Like if I lived there, I think it would be kind of annoying. But I don't live there. You know what I mean? So anyways, now we're 15 minutes away here, 6 miles from our last order in Falls Church, and then we should be about 10 minutes away from Tyson's. The time is 4:14. So yeah, so we're gonna be done with this about 4:30. So really an hour and a half for almost $50. Not bad, not bad. And we took, a small tour here. We're off Virginia, a little bit of DC, some Georgetown in there, and then we're back in Arlington. So anyways, let me get this dropped off and we'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, we got all the orders dropped off, kinda. So the last drop off, which technically should have been my first drop off, could not get into the building. And this building, for lack of a better term, a little bit ghetto. This area is not all that great in Falls Church. It even had a sign like, you must deliver the package to the, to the door and things like that. Could not get into the building, okay? There is no intercom system, none of that stuff. You need a key, like an actual key to get inside. Call the customer. The phone they put down is for like a bank, and they're like, oh, this number is disconnected. Some regional bank, I forgot what the name of the bank was. So I started talking to support. Oh, and on top of that, I don't know whose job it is to provide the address, if it is Macy's or DoorDash, but there was no unit number, like no door number, no suite number, whatever you want to call it, to drop the order off. So I'm like, that's weird, So I'm talking to support. I don't know why they always ask you for the address. I mean, I guess it's like a Macy's thing or like a retail order thing. They ask you for the address, verify that I was there in my location. And asked me like, is there a safe place to leave it? I'm like, not really. I can't even get in the building, and even if I did get into the building, I have no idea where to go. There was no like unit number or nothing. So they tried calling the customer. I already knew that was gonna fail because I couldn't talk to the customer when I tried to call. So basically she goes, okay, I want to create a return. Just please return it and this and that. So yeah, so I guess in the end it's gonna pay over $50. It's just a purse. You know what's weird? That it's already open. Like it's like they just put the purse, like the bag, like they put the purse in the bag. It's not sealed or anything. It's weird. But yeah, so I don't know. Now we're going back to Macy's. We're about, let me see, 18 minutes away, so it's not a bad drive. Too far or anything. But oh, and I saw there is a peak pay going on. But of course, you know what's interesting? I know there was a peak pay going on before I did the return, but I don't think my return qualifies to get an extra $1 peak pay or whatever. So it is what it is, but we're ready. We're ready for tonight's shift. We're gonna be here working until we get to $200, whether I gotta stay in Tyson's, maybe go to Arlington, or wherever the night will take me. We're gonna make it happen. I'm determined. Now, we're not gonna hit the goal. There's no way. I mean, even the updated goal of whatever I said, I think I said 46, 47. I forgot what I said. Or I think I kept it the same. I don't remember, to be honest. But we might get close to 5,000. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think we will. You know what I mean? So I'm just rambling at this point. Hey, thank you guys for all the comments, all the nice messages about my daughter. It really means a lot. So I'm really hoping that this one does the trick for her, because I don't know, but I could only imagine how annoying it must feel to be like itchy and like, you can't sleep well, you can't sleep through the night and things like that. But thank you everybody for the comments, suggestions, everything. I'm willing to try anything at this point, you know what I mean? So Anyways, we got a solid 15-20 minute drive right now back to Tyson's. We'll see you guys on the next order. All right, guys, we are done here with the Macy's orders. Got the return dropped off. And I feel bad for the customer, but at the same time, it's like, if you know you live in a place that isn't easily accessible, why aren't you there? At least with your phone, you know what I mean? To like help out or something, I don't know. So in the end, you know, I guess they just get their money refunded to them. I don't know. But yeah, so now the time is 5:15. We're heading towards Tyson's 2, where we can, you know, hang out by Maggiano's, the Cheesecake Factory, Andy's Pizza. Maybe we'll get a banger. Who knows? Again, the goal is for today to stay out until we get to $200. We just need $148 more to go. Let's make it happen. Let's ride. Okay, guys, so I just literally parked. I was looking at, you know, Netflix, YouTube, and see what's going on in the YouTube world. I saw that Roy was live, so I was on his live for like a little bit, not on it, but like on the chat, you know. And then this banger came in, because I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be a banger, from, I guess, my new favorite place, Wegmans. Now it's showing for the payout here. Let me look at it real quick before I misspeak. I do it a lot sometimes. Wegmans, 4 items, 8.3 miles, so you know, a little bit far, but $19. Let me see if I can look at the subtotal, if it lets me. Subtotal of $217. I don't know what they're getting at. I mean, I'm looking at it, but it says catering and then it says a bunch of stuff. So I'm guessing it's like a party they're having. But $217. I'm pretty sure that we're gonna get more than the $19 that it's showing. It is taking me out of my zone, kind of back to the area that I was just in for my last Macy's drop. But what can I do? What can I do? If that's where the money is, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. But I don't really know where there's another Wegmans. There are not that many Wegmans around. I mean, there are a few, but in that area where the customer lives, I don't think there's any Wegmans. So, again, maybe DoorDash is pushing the Wegmans catering heavily, or Wegmans is pushing the catering heavily in their website. Sorry, the guy was, you know, when you let somebody go and they wave at you? So I felt like I had to wave back. You know what I mean? So, anyways. I'll see you guys at Wegmans. Okay, guys, there they go. Look at that. It almost looks fake. It looks so good, it almost looks fake, the food, you know? So, super simple pickup. It's like, you know, party, like you're having like party or something, you know? Little finger food and whatnot. Wegmans. I actually really like this thing. It seems like a really unnecessary feature, but at the same time, it's cool. Yeah, buddy. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, we got everything picked up as you saw. So from what I've noticed, the food at Wegmans is ready like way ahead of time, and then just put in a bunch of warmers, or like, you know, some kind of heating or whatever. Although this food right now is more like party food, like, you know, like finger food. Like, oh, let me get a little piece of cheese, you know, some type of meat and things like that. But the food was ready, which is awesome. Now I don't know what's going on today. I mean, maybe people are doing last minute, like Halloween shopping or something, but this Wegmans is packed. And you know how I know that? Because the line's backed up just to get out, which is insane. All you gotta do is put in your ticket and then you drive away. That's all this should be. Somehow it's not like this. Oh, and another reason why I know it's packed in there, so they have like a bunch of like low emissions vehicle parking, you know, for hybrids, electric cars, whatever. So technically the Dashmobile, you know, qualifies as one of those bad boys, but you know, I don't really care. I'm just looking for a spot. But there was a guy that parked his like 1999 Nissan Maxima in the spot, and this other dude was not having it. He was like, man, people like you are the ones who ruined the planet with your gas guzzler. And I was like, I mean, I don't know if I consider a Nissan Maxima a gas guzzler, you know. And then he was like, but you don't think about the planet and this and that. And again, I don't really think that him parking the spot in a spot designed for a low emissions vehicle is going to do anything to the planet, you know what I mean? But I get it, it's the principle, whatever, you know. But it was just funny to me though, and I wanted to record, to be honest, but there wasn't enough foot traffic for it not to be super obvious. So I wasn't about to be like, you know, could have been like world star. But again, I'm trying to get out of the stinking garage, and people are taking forever. It shouldn't take this long. Last time I was here, it took me 2 seconds. I mean, you get an hour of free parking. So, you know, shouldn't be a problem. I've only been here for like maybe 15 minutes tops, and that's because I have to use the bathroom. But anyways, let me get out of here and we'll see you guys back on the road. Okay guys, we got the order dropped off, and it went from what, $19 that it was showing us to $28 in the app, and on top of that we got $10 in cash. Let's go. Shout out to that lady. I'm not gonna lie, the lady was giving me off Karen vibes when I first talked to her, but then towards the end of the of our conversation, she was really nice. And it's funny because she was like, "Hey, do you have the meatballs?" And I was like, "Meatballs?" I was like, "No." And then she goes, "Oh wait, you're from Wegmans. Never mind. We have a lot of things catered today. No worries." And I was like, low-key freaking out when she said, "Do I have the meatballs?" Because I was like, "Did I forget something?" You know what I mean? But anyways, we're heading back now, and I just checked the app. There's a $3 peak pay going on right now. Why? Who knows? So now that means the new minimum is gonna go from $6.25 to $9.25. Maybe DoorDash heard that I wanted to, keep dashing until they hit $200. I don't know. But yeah, you know what that means. More drivers, not that many orders. So whatever offer does come into my phone, you best believe it better be at least $9.25. You know what I mean? So, and as I say that, we get at Jason's Deli, 2 items, 12 miles for $15. Let me look at the items here. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, I know it's just small. It's like chips and like a sub. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Nah, it would have been like a bigger order perhaps, but it was going too far. 11 miles out of the zone. Nah, we're just gonna go chill where we always do. Hopefully we get lots of bangers today. Let's go. Okay, guys, we just accepted an order that I think will be a banger, but I don't know. Showing $17.25, meaning it's really $14.25. It is going a little bit out of the zone, but it's from Moby Dick's. Moby Dick's House of Kebabs. They're pretty expensive. It has a $115 subtotal. So I think it's gonna pay more than $17.25. But even if it doesn't, at $17.25, it's not bad. Now, the biggest factor is the food going to be ready? Because Moby Dick's, at least the one in Reston, was low-key kind of trash. I'm not gonna lie. That one was pretty bad. It used to be super, super slow. This one, the handful of times that I've gone here, it's been no problem. So let's hope. Oh, and also the parking is kind of limited. It's in the same little shopping center where the Smoothie King is and Jersey Mike's and stuff. So we'll see what happens, but I'm happy. After this, we'll be over $200. Let's go. I mean 100, not 200. 100, my bad. Okay, guys, so we're heading towards the kebab place, which is over there, Moby Dick's, but there's no parking, so I have to park over here. Maybe I'll get a Smoothie King, I don't know. But yeah, this little shopping center is just bad parking. And even then, like, you see how there's like a little gate over there? It's usually closed, so you can't even really go there, But yeah, hopefully the food's ready. Let's go. Okay, guys, we're back in the Dash Mobile. The food was ready. So this Moby Dick's, yo, you need to train the Reston location because that one is trash compared to y'all. Now, we do have a 15-minute drive. We're going to be there like 20 minutes early. Hopefully it's paying more, but even if it's not, good, solid order. Let's get it. Okay, guys, so we got the order dropped off. Now, I'm still having this glitch, but honestly, I'm kind of used to it by now where even though I put it to not read the instructions when I get to the customer's house, it'll be like, the customer told you to, drop the order at the door or whatever. Even though it's supposed to be off, I still hear it sometimes. Not always, sometimes. Weird. Anyways, the order was paying almost $20. We'll take it. We'll take it. Now, we do have like a 10-15 minute drive back here to Tyson's 2. Let's go. By the way, the time is 6:45. You got plenty of time. It just got super dark out of nowhere. Let's get it. Okay, guys, we are back here in Tyson's 2. Oh, you guessed it. You guessed it. We're going to P.F. Chang's. Order was showing $9.25, less than 3 miles. Again, $9.25 is basically $6.25. Look at that beautiful Audi right there. Look at that. That's beautiful right there. Anyways, hopefully the food's ready. It's actually a small order. It's 4 items, but it's like 2 fortune cookies, some extra soy sauce, and the actual meal. So, it's definitely not big at all. Hopefully the food's ready. Let's go. Okay, guys, so as you saw, we were walking to P.F. Chang's. I'm telling you, man, someone in the DoorDash algorithm room or whatever. I'm just messing, it's just a joke. But I feel like they know that I hate going there because they treat me like garbage, but they keep feeding me those orders. And right now with the peak pay, it's super slow. Before this, I declined 2 extremely high mileage orders. So when this one came along, I'm like, okay, it's like 7:10ish or whatever time it was when the order came in. The peak pay is until 7:30. If I don't accept this order, I'm probably gonna sit here until 7:30 when the peak pay goes away, and then that's when all the orders flood the system. So I'm like, you know what? It's low mileage. Let's go ahead and take it. Luckily for me, the food was ready, which is awesome. So anyways, let me get this dropped off and we'll see you guys soon. Okay guys, so after dropping off the last order here from PF Chang's, I stayed at $9.25. The peak pay is over now, except they threw another peak pay, but this is just $1. So hopefully everyone that came out for the peak pay will go home now. You know what I mean? But anyways, we made it back to Tyson's 2, parked, waited, and we got this one right here showing 725, meaning it's really 625. Not too many miles. But I got a feeling that at some point we're gonna have to migrate to perhaps Arlington, where there is more of a nightlife, because being realistic, you know, the later it goes into the night, the less people order or the less restaurants there are that are open. You know what I mean? So eventually we're gonna have to go to a different zone, I think, if we are to stay out until we hit $200, and that's kind of my goal. So hopefully we can make that happen. Let's go. Okay guys, so we got the order from PF Chang's dropped off. I think it became $9.75, and then we did a bunch of waiting. Like, it's been so slow. We picked up this order here from one of my blacklisted merchants named Kizuna. They're super slow, but I was like, I'm super slow right now. So we took it, and it actually became, I think, $9.75. So overall, not terrible. The time right now, 8:45. I'm really hoping that I get an order that can take me towards Arlington, because I wanna be out there, I think, for like late. What is this? I'm gonna go ahead and take it because it's kind of slow right now. 2 items, 6 miles, $10 from the Cheesecake Factory. But yeah, I'm really hoping to get something that can take me towards Arlington. That way we can be out there for the late shift, which apparently is what we gotta do today to hit $200. So anyways, we're gonna make our way now to the Cheesecake Factory. $10, 6 miles. I would consider this sort of late night. Not bad, not bad. Maybe they'll stack it. Hopefully. We'll see you guys back in a bit. Okay, guys, we got the order picked up, and you guys saw me take the order live. I didn't think much about it. I saw $10, 6 miles, 2 items. Nothing really crossed my mind, right? And then when I get there, I'm like, okay, it's just cheesecake. But, you know, I didn't think much about it. But then I saw that it was 2 10-inch cheesecakes. And I was like, that sounds expensive. And then I realized that it said, like, you know, dashers that have the catering bag, you know, have priority access or whatever below they say in the app. And then I realized it has a subtotal of $121. Did we just pick up a mini banger? A late night banger? I don't know. I try to put myself in this guy's shoes. Would I order this much from the Cheesecake Factory as a dessert in that order? I don't know why, but the fact that it's dessert is messing with my mind a little bit. So I feel like maybe he just tipped $5. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping and maybe he's gonna tip $20. I don't know. I would like to think, hey man, you know what? I'm ordering Cheesecake Factory through DoorDash at like 9 p.m. at night. Let's take care of my dasher. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't know. The food was ready. I'm sure they have those ready to go. You know, those big, literally the whole cheesecake. So we're only 5 minutes away. What do you guys think? Put that in the comments. Is it a banger? Is it not a banger? Did we get, is it a no-tip order? I don't know. All I know is that we're $1 closer after this to $200. Let's get it. Guys, we got the order dropped off, and I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I was pulling up to the house, I already knew it was gonna be more than $10. This is the same customer that maybe like a week, 2 weeks ago, he ordered a bunch of cheesesteaks. Wow. Cheesecakes. I don't know why I keep saying cheesesteaks. Cheesecakes, but they were like, you know, individual pieces. This time he got the whole thing. The order that ended up paying, I think, $19. That's a banger, okay? For just ordering dessert, in my book, that's a banger. So, you know, we're still not super close to the end goal. The current time is, let me see, it is 9:10 at night. Okay, so I'm not sure how late Cheesecake Factory accepts DoorDash orders. I'm gonna have to ask that when I get there next time. But we're making our way here back. Ooh, what is this dude doing? You know, indecisive drivers are scary. Indecisive drivers are scary people, because you don't know what you're doing with a 2,000-pound machine that could kill me. Well, the roads are super bumpy right here. Anyways, we'll see you guys hopefully on the next order, and maybe here, maybe in Arlington, maybe in DC. Who knows? Let's go. Okay, guys, we are back here in Tyson's 2, just waiting. I've only gotten one offer, and it was $225. Trash. The time is 9:34. I'm willing to take a bad order. What I mean by that is, I would take a 625, 10 miles if it was dropping me off in Arlington. I would do that. It goes against my core and against what I believe, but I would do it because then I would get paid something for going to Arlington. Arlington is kind of far. It's like 15, 25, 30 minutes away. With, you know, so I don't know if I'm willing to do that drive, and what if I get there and it's not busy? You know, so right now I'm just sitting replying to people's comments on my latest video. If you guys didn't know, if you guys reply to my reply, I don't see that you replied, so I would have to go back and look for it. So sometimes I reply to a comment and then I gotta go back and see if the person replied or not. You know what I mean? And sometimes it can take me hours, so then I feel bad. They probably think, oh, this dude didn't check, or he's an asshole. I'm not. I'm really not. I try to do my best to reply to all the comments because, of course, you guys are watching my content, which means that you guys, you know, have questions, feedback, you know, whatever. So, anyways, we're just gonna keep replying and waiting. So, you know, we're at least over 150, which is good. But you know, we want to get to 200. You know, so hopefully we can make that happen. We'll see you guys on the next order. Okay, guys, we have an order from the Cheesecake Factory. It took a little bit of patience. I'm not gonna lie. I got an order from Taco Bell, and I almost took it. It was $5.50 for 2.5 miles, 7 items. And then I remembered that Taco Bell's lobby is closed, and Taco Bell, as much as I love Baja Blast, I'm not about to sit there for like $5. No one, it could take forever. I declined that. A few minutes later, this one came along from the Cheesecake Factory. Totally worth it. Food was ready. Now we're only 4 minutes away, but the time is against us. Time is not, you know, time is not our friend right now. It's already 10 o'clock right now. I want to catch an order going towards Arlington, but so far it hasn't happened. And I got a feeling that if I drive there, it's just not going to be that busy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive home, and I'm going to dash in my home area. Now, is it busy? I want to say it's a little bit like Reston in Fairfax, but I'm gonna give it a shot, you know. So we'll see what happens, because I do want to get to 200, but at the same time, I'm not gonna be out here sitting if I'm not getting anything, you know. I'd rather maybe go home, maybe go live. I don't know, you know, and just chat with you guys. I don't know. So I haven't decided, but you know, initially I thought, you know what, it's gonna be an easy video to title. I'm gonna call it "Dashing Until I Hit $200," because you know, sometimes the hardest thing is to come up with a title and a thumbnail that's not clickbaity. I'm just not a big fan of clickbaiting. You know what I mean? But I don't know what the title is gonna be now, because I'm pretty sure we're not gonna hit $200 unless somehow we just get lucky. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But yeah, I definitely struggle with that. I know that if I really wanted to get more views, I could just put it in there like DoorDash did this to me, you know, or something. I don't know. But at the same time, I want to keep it real. You know, I'm just another dasher like you guys, showing you, you know, my market here in Northern Virginia, and my everyday dashing life, basically, you know. So anyways, let me get this dropped off, and we'll see you guys in a few. Okay, guys, we got the order dropped off, and to my surprise, it went up. It went up a lot, actually. Well, not a lot, but a lot more than what I thought. It went from, I think, $7.25 to $10.25. And I'm not gonna lie, kind of creepy though, because you know, when to go take the photo, and in my camera, I could see the dude standing behind the door, because they have one of those like glass, like little doors or whatever. And with the flash, I could see him there, and it was just super awkward / creepy, because he waited no time. I took the photo. As soon as I was walking away, you know, I turned my back against the door. He was opening the door, and I was like, oh, you know, have a good night, you know, kind of just so I could see what the heck he was doing. I don't know. I got some weird vibes from that house. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, now the time is 10:15 at night, and it's slow. I mean, that makes sense. It's late at night, so why would it be busy? You know. We're making our way here towards the Cheesecake Factory for one last time. If I don't get an order by 10:30, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. And yeah, disappointment. You know, I'm a little bit mad at myself, to be honest. I feel like I took the dinner for granted. I was thinking, you know what, people are gonna be out and about. They're gonna be going to Halloween parties, and no one's gonna dash. And then I was quickly reminded about how saturated my market can be. Don't get me wrong. I think I can make a lot of money, and I think it's busy. But at the same time, there's so many drivers. And you know how I know that? Because of all the trash that I decline. Somebody out there is taking it. You know what I mean? So if anything, maybe I'm doing the top dashers or the drivers that take those low paying orders as service. Because when I'm declining your $2.25 order, it's gonna go up, you know, to $2.50, $2.75, whatever it is, by the time it gets to you. You know what I mean? No, but all jokes aside, I mean, you know, I think people do what they want to do, hey, no problem. But I think in my market, with the way the cost of living is here, I just don't see how you could survive taking those low-paying offers. That's just me. So we'll see you guys, hopefully, for one last time. Okay, guys, so I said at 10:30 I was going to go ahead and call it a night. I swear I was about to end my dash when this order came along from this restaurant I'd never heard of called The Block, paying $10.25 for 6.8 miles. Not heavy on the miles, but hey, it's freaking 10:30 at night, so what more could I expect? So worst case scenario, I'll at least figure out where this place is at. Again, never heard of this restaurant before. I don't think I've gotten offers from there before. But according to the GPS, I'm 3 minutes away from the Cheesecake Factory, so it's really close. So we'll see what happens. It looks like it's like a Mediterranean place, just based on the fact that it has kebabs, but I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. But this order right here will be our last one of the day. We'll see you guys in a few. Okay, guys, so we got the food picked out from this mystery restaurant called The Block. Now, let me backtrack us for a second. Now, I said I didn't know The Block. I don't know this block. There's another restaurant called The Block in Annandale, different part of Nova, by the way. It's a food hall. So you walk in, and there's a bunch of different restaurants inside, and you can, you know, eat and whatnot. They have like a seating section. There's a bar, a dessert place. But this one is unrelated, and the name is basically spelled the same. So I wonder how they can do that. But anyways, I go there, pick up the food, and then I realize that I'm hearing like beats, you know, like I'm like, okay, there's a club, what's going on, you know? And then next to this block, there is, I guess, a club. I've never heard of this. They had valet parkers, like people were parking and whatnot, and then I realized people are trickling in, like lots of people. You know, you see girls in costumes, guys in costumes. There was a girl that her friends were roasting her. I'm not going to blame them. She had the laziest costume. She was an Arsenal soccer player, okay? She had the Arsenal jersey, white shorts, and long socks. And that was her costume. So they were like, what is this, you know? And then for the girls, you see the typical outfits, like a sexy nurse or a sexy cop, you know, and whatnot. I saw some guys go as the Joker, Fred Flintstone, you know, the typical guy costumes also. But anyways, we're about 5 minutes away now, but it was like 10, 12 minutes away from the block. Now after this, unless we get something right away, I'm just gonna end my dash, hit dash in my home zone, dash along the way, in the hopes of getting something, but if not, then, you know, we tried. I haven't dashed this late in a long time, so we'll see you guys in a few. Okay, guys, so we got the order dropped off, and I cannot make this up right away, instantly, because DoorDash wants me to have a bad night. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna go to P.F. Chang's. I think it's paying $11.50 or maybe $11.75. I think it's like 7 miles, but I'm about 5 miles away, so it's really, most of the miles are for me to the restaurant. Is P.F. Chang's even open this late? It's already almost 11 o'clock. I don't know if they're open this late. Are they? I guess we'll find out. So anyways, the night keeps on going, and we might get to 200. I mean, we're closer than when we were before, but we're not there yet, obviously. We'll see what happens, but yeah, let's go. Okay, guys, we're here at P.F. Chang's. Look how empty the parking lot is. I've never seen it as empty in a while. Of course, it's late at night. Now the order looks like it's supposed to be a banger. They said to make sure that I have my catering bag. It's over $100 worth of food. But the real question is P.F. Chang's even open? I thought they closed like way before 11. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. It's a decent order, so I'm hoping that they're not closed. Let's see. What do you guys think? You think they're something close? I think it should be closed. Maybe not. I see people in there. What are they close? Hey, look, it's supposed to close at 11. It's supposed to close at 11, so let's see what happens. Sorry. Okay. Excuse me. Thank you. There it is. Noah?
Yeah, go ahead. No.
Last one, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, as you saw, the food was ready. It was the last one they had there. I mean, technically they're closed. They're closed at 11. It's 11:09 right now. We're only 4 minutes away, or 2 miles, from our last order of the night. Now, or maybe as soon as I finish, they give me another order. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I doubt it. I think, you know, most restaurants are shutting down by now. It'll be a lot of Wendy's, which, you know, We don't go to Taco Bell, you know, case by case. McDonald's, I'll go to any McDonald's if, you know, if the pay is right. But we'll see. I mean, you know, after probably like 10 p.m., everything's probably fast food. So we'll see what happens with the last order. Maybe this one will get us over the hump. I don't think so, but perhaps. Let's go. Okay, guys, we got the order dropped off, and to my surprise, I swear, okay, this isn't planned, this isn't faked, I have no idea, but we did it, okay? We broke the $200 threshold, which was my goal. We're gonna finish at $201.59. I mean, shout out to the lady that tipped me in cash, because if she didn't do that, we wouldn't be here. We'd be sitting around 191. You know what I mean? I can't believe that happened. I honestly thought we were not gonna do it. That's why earlier in the video I said, hey, there's no way we're gonna hit it. Now I don't know what to title the video. And I guess now I could go back and title it Dashing Till I Make $200, but that just sounds silly. If about halfway through the video I'm gonna say, oh, you know what, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna hit it. I still can't believe we hit it, to be honest. It's just a lot of luck, you know. Who orders that much PF Chang's late at night? You know what I mean? So yeah, we definitely got lucky with that. And now looking at the stats, I did not do a whole lot of declining today. For, you know, typically there's days, guys, where I'm declining a lot. But I know that I didn't do a whole lot of declining because it was a $3 peak pay. So whenever there's peak pay like that, there's not that many orders that come through. And the ones that do come through are usually pretty good. You know, they meet my minimum threshold and whatnot. But we declined 28 orders, completing 14 deliveries, making $201.59. Of course, Macy's helps. I'm not gonna lie, you know. But if it's in my market, I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna go to Macy's today. You know what I mean? If I can, then I will for sure. Anyways, now for the entire month, what are we sitting at? Let me see. Hold on. Let me let it update. Sometimes it takes a while to update here, but assuming that it's right, we're sitting at $4,453.60. Now, according to this, we've declined 2,342 orders. And now it's probably closer to 2,500 when you think about it, because of those 2 days that I didn't use the Dasher Utility Helper app because I was on iPhone. Anyway, guys, stay safe. Have a good Halloween. Take care. Peace.